is what happens when you take a shot at the original Star Wars films. You end up having to fight the Empire. Barely fit into this thing. Hey, what can I do? Hey. Listen, I've got a deal. I was going to do A New Hope. Right? That's next. Obviously, A New Hope is next in the timeline. But if I do the specialized editions, can I go?
Negative. The specialized versions aren't really good, so no, you get to stick with the originals.
Okay, you're not going to fall for that one then.
No, go fuck yourself.
Guess I have to do the Lucas edit.
Yeah, fuck you.
Fine. I'll do the Lucas edit. You know the Lucas edit. When he kept adding shit to the original films. Yeah, we're going to do that one. If that's the one you want. Can I go now? Yeah! Took a little break off, wasn't feeling too well, and it's hot as fuck. Hello everyone and welcome to Rejected. We either reject or rejoice in all things everything, and today we have... Okay, it was the first episode, which then became the fourth, but for us it's the 6th episode. Fuck this timeline.
Sort of both.
A young filmmaker called George Lucas grew up loving the Flash Gordon series, even if they did look really dodgy. And George thought to himself, I wonder if they were done really well. Could they be made better? When coming up with the idea, and spending 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, coming up with this idea, he came up with an original, a masterpiece. Journal of the Wills. Just let that sink there for a minute. The original story for Star Wars was called Journal of the Wills, which would see apprentice C.J. Thorpe train as a Jedi Bendu. Is that the Star Wars equivalent of Futurama? Would be trained by the legendary Mace Windu. Mace Windu. Mace? What? But he scrapped all that because everyone thought it was complicated, and he began the treatment on the Star Wars. Thank God he dropped the. So what does Star Wars have in store for us? Young Luke Skywalker becomes the proud owner of 2 droids, and one of these droids has a message for a princess meant for a long lost warrior to bring about the end of the evil empire's most destructive weapon. So in hindsight, 2020, or shall we say 2021 vision,
no.
This guy's bought second-hand phones, and one of the phones has a text, which is a message that's supposed to go to someone else, to stop some bad man. Simple. So let's forget what I'm saying. How about we jump into it? The classic, the original, the first film made of this franchise. Episode 4. Why did he do it? Okay, warning signs, and you already know the warning signs. You have a fresh opening ident card for 20th Century Fox and a fresh ident card for Lucasfilms. This isn't the original. A lot of people did say, how are you going to do it? Are you going to watch the despecialized versions, or are you going to watch the actual releases and with all the changes? As the average consumer, they will only ever watch this version. They won't watch the despecialized versions. They will watch the one that is on market, the one that is publicly available. You can get the despecialized versions, and they do look good. But as for average consumers, have to go with what George gave us, and what George gave us followed by what George did. The ship with the Death Star plans, being chased by a Star Destroyer. It feels like only yesterday. Oh, R2, don't go in there. Don't go in there. Well, that's the end of our lovely robots. Did you not see that explosion? That explosion went kaboomy. That was too much. But R2-D2 is given something by a mysterious female. I wonder if she's important. Or just fucking useless. Daddy Vader, Daddy Vader, Daddy Vader, Daddy Vader.
I'm fine.
Princess Leia is captured, yet R2 and C-3PO get away freely.
Hold your fire. There's no life forms.
Really? No life forms? You're not even going to check for artificial life? Because everyone has droids in this storyline. Everyone has droids, and you're not going to check for droids or artificial... Seriously? Seriously?
And don't let me catch you following me, begging for help, because you won't get it.
Did C-3PO just dump R2?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Over here! Hey!
Well, it looks like C-3PO's just been saved. How's R2 getting along? Fuck.
R2-D2, it is you! It is you!
Okay, R2-D2 and C-3PO have been captured by the Jawa traders. They sound like Abe from Oswald.
Hello.
But we've got our parent back, it's nice. Look at it, it's nice, it's nice. Oh God, George, why did you do that? It's only getting worse, isn't it? Ah, this looks familiar. The home of Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru. Ah, well look. All grown up little Luke Skywalker.
Well, come on, Red, let's go!
They buy C-3PO and another R2 unit. So again, their partnership is over. What are we going to do? C-3PO and R2-D2, they're split up again. Oh no! Fuck me sideways.
What about that one?
What about that blue one? We'll take that one.
While cleaning R2 though, Luke activates a message from Leia, addressed to an Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Bring her back. Play back the entire message.
And R2 is determined to make it to Kenobi. But to Luke...
Obi-Wan Kenobi. I wonder if he means old Ben Kenobi.
Hang on. Old Ben? Obi-Wan? Old Ben? Obi-Wan? Old Ben? Obi-Wan? If you say it fast enough, it even doesn't work. Old Ben. Obi-Wan. Is O supposed to be old and B1? B1. 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 That don't sound like Ben. It's not like R2-D2's gonna run off in the morning.
Kept babbling on about his mission.
You had one job, you fucking idiot.
Just stop. Luke and C-3PO track him down, but not before the Sand People appear. Everyone, Repeat after me. Oh, really? Huh? Is that all it took? Who did it better, really? Obi-Wan? Or the bitch from Simpsons? Beats Biss.
Hello there.
It's our old Ben.
It's me.
It is Obi-Wan. Small world. So Obi-Wan's telling Luke all about how he used to be a Jedi and his father was a Jedi and then Darth Vader killed him and then he wants him to join him on his travels. As you do. The adventure of a lifetime. Take a message in a droid from a princess to a planet when you haven't even left your home. What are you going to do?
I can't get involved.
No.
I'm not going to Alderaan.
But now, Imperial soldiers are searching for the droids. And Luke and Obi-Wan find the Jawa traders. They seem okay though. Oh wait, no they don't. They seem dead. That's okay though. At least they didn't keep a record of who bought the 2 droids and where from and...
Home. Oh, wait, Luke.
Right.
Jones barbecue and foot massage.
Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru were that important to the story.
We will then crush the rebellion with one swift stroke.
In person this time and not on a fucking CGI face. Mwah! And Darth Vader shows just how magical he is by giving a guy a wee pinch on the neck, a wee pinch. Vader, you give him a wee pinch on the neck. Stop it.
As you wish.
Moss Eisley Spaceport. You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
The beautiful city of Moss. Oh my God. No. George, okay, if you thought it was a bit empty, but... why? The old cantina. Luke, you better stay out of trouble.
He doesn't like you.
I'm sorry.
It didn't take you long, did it?
You'll be dead.
If Woo! That's handy.
We have to let you go.
Speaking of Han... There's Han Solo.
Han Solo. I'm captain of the Millennium Falcon.
It looks like Luke and Obi-Wan have their ship and their pilot. But just when everything's going right... Greedo. Fun fact. Han fires first. Greedo never fired. Not even kidding.
So leave the memories alone.
Okay. So, shots Greedo, go meet Luke. No, that makes sense. No. Insert Jabba scene. There's no Jabba the Hutt scene in A New Hope. So in one of George's touch-ups, this scene was originally recorded, but wasn't in the original film. He added it in with this wonderful effect of Jabba the Hutt. It makes you want to cry, doesn't it? And as stormtroopers are approaching out of nowhere, it's time to take off.
I have chosen to test this station's destructive power on your home planet of Alderaan.
Princess! Princess! Alright, it's Alderaan. We like Alderaan. I mean, Princess Leia does give up the information about the rebel base. Show us what the ball can do.
You may fire when ready.
What?
Just not on Alderaan. Seems less impressive than it did on Rogue One. Well done, Princess. You lied. Haha, got one over you. I lied. I didn't tell you where the rebel base was. Blew up your house. Is that a victory? The Millennium Falcon has come out of Lightspeed in the location of Alderaan, which, as we know, has just gone. But we see a TIE fighter. Han fancies a game of cat and mouse. Oh, he's on his own. Pew, 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 pew. Boom. Bye bye. He's flying towards the moon. he's that's not a moon. Well done, Han. You flew straight into the tractor beam. Because as we all know, tractor beams come from Cornwall.
Why are we still moving towards it?
We're caught in a tractor beam that's pulling us in.
While Han, Chewie, Luke, C-3PO and R2-D2 disguise themselves as stormtroopers, they find their way into a control room. Obi-Wan goes in search of Vader, and Vader, sensing his presence, searches for him. Luke discovers that the princess is on board. Perfect! Save the princess, no more older one, she can take us to the rebel base. Winner!
Okay, you put those on.
So you get to the cell block, make it work. Or blow everything up. And then you let Han talk.
Everything's under control.
Because as we know, Han Solo is fucking good at talking.
How are you?
Well, at least I rescued the princess without any trouble.
Your Highness.
Oh wait! At least they can escape. No. They did. They escaped. They fell into a trash compactor. With something alive in it.
Oh, that's nasty.
Luke has a bit of a swim with the creature, before the creature just swims away. Why does it swim off? Oh yeah, it's a trash compactor. It's compacting.
Come in, 3PO! 3PO!
So what was that?
The moment may be upon us.
Use the comm link? Oh my! I forgot. I turned it off.
C-3PO, you turned it off. What a fucking clod.
Listen to them. They're dying, R2.
We're all right! You did great!
Here it is. Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Vader. Not Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Anakin Skywalker. No. We got Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth fucking Vader. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be just as good as Revenge of the Sith.
If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
And with our rebels making their way back to the Falcon, Luke has a front row seat to see how Jedis do it. Oh.
What the hell was that?
He turned into a fart.
Run, Luke, run!
Obi-Wan, what the hell? You're dead, but now you're a ghost. Or at least we think you are. You're still talking to us. Huh?
Can't believe he's gone.
Oh, Luke, you've got to feel sorry for Luke. I mean, a couple of hours ago, old Ben was just some crackpot. And now he's a dear friend who he misses. Feel sorry for him. Ah! Star Wars finally has a battle in space. They're getting away, but there are a few TIE fighters. Ooh, this is going to be fun. I mean, the film is Star Wars. There needs to be a war in the stars.
You're sure the homing beacon is secure aboard their ship? I'm taking an awful risk, Vader. This had better work.
Oopsie doopsie, Vader put a tracking device on the Falcon. Uh-oh, hopefully they don't go into anywhere important like, I don't know, the Rebel base. They wouldn't do that.
They're tracking us.
Not this ship, sister.
Oh look, they're at the Rebel base. I'm sure that's not going to come back and bite them in the ass. So the weakness Jyn Erso made is 2 meters wide. It leads straight into the main reactor. A couple of fire shots into there. Kaboom. To be fair, he couldn't make it too obvious, could he? So, give it to him.
You got your reward and you're just leaving then?
That's right, yeah.
Well, Han got what he was expecting. He got paid, and now he's going. Luke, he held up his end of the bargain. The message has got across. He's been paid. He gets to go. That's how it works. You don't get feckin' extras just because you want to kiss him.
What's wrong?
Oh, it's Han. I don't know. I really thought he changed his mind.
Again, you met a couple of hours ago, you thought you were slimy, and now you're like, oh, but I thought it would stay. Fuck off.
You bet I could. I'm not such a bad pilot myself. I'm not going to sit here and listen.
Oh, I really thought he'd change his mind.
Oh, and now we get to meet someone new, with a tash.
I don't believe it. Hey, how are you? How'd you get it?
If Luke likes you, and we've only just met you, you're going to die.
Luke, the Force will be with you.
That's what you need, isn't it? Just before you're going into war, a dead guy talking to you when you don't know what the fuck is happening. And now for the reason this film is called Star Wars. We have War in the Stars. The Rebels versus the Empire.
They're tracking us.
Not this ship, sister.
Haha. I love the fact that the targeting systems on these ships are pretty much virtual boys.
Targeting computer.
Virtual Boy. See it now in 3D.
It's not even VR headsets, that's a virtual boy. But now Vader has joined the fight, while the Death Star creeps around the planet to find the moon where the rebel base is. But here it is. All of Gold Squadron have been struck down. Now it's down to Luke, his friend with the tash, and another guy.
Sorry.
Okay, well now it's just Luke and the tash.
Pussy.
3, 2, 1. Don't care, bye-bye. Luke lines up for the drop, but Kenobi, again, in his head.
Use the Force, Luke.
Fuck off. Actually, wait, no, this is actually a good idea. As Vader approaches and R2 gets blasted, it's all down to Luke Skywalker.
What?
Han Solo. Vader spun out, Luke drops the blast right into the vent, and wait. Cushion. Oh. That's the only one I'm really sad about. No more Peter Cushion. Oh, everyone's all hugging and R2 is barbecued. Solo and Luke get a medal. The Death Star's destroyed, and all is well with the galaxy. Wait a minute, where's Chewie's medal? What the fuck? George did actually go on to say that medals don't really mean much to Wookiees, so they probably offered it him, and Chewie went, nah mate, stuff it, don't want it. So yeah, all is right with the Force. So George Lucas released a banger. Only limited cinemas had it released in 1977, it then got a wider release and became a blockbuster hit. It became the highest grossing film of all time, until E.T. came out 5 years later. Think about it, this film is so historic. It became one of the first 25 films that were selected by the US Library of Congress for preservation in the National Film Registry. And in 2004, its soundtrack was added to the US National Recording Registry. So from being a film that was rejected by multiple companies for production, they didn't want to pay for it or bankroll it, fuck it, nah, do it yourself, to quite possibly one of the biggest franchises ever. Seriously. There's just one problem. One itty bitty problem. One itty bitty problem. After the success of the special effects used in Jurassic Park in 1993, George Lucas went on to modify the original films in 1997. He believed he was giving the film a new life. And what did he do? Well, to some fans, well, most fans, he very nearly fucked up. George Lucas added graphics, minor touches in some places, and then whole new scene. Aliens in new scenes, bad touches that didn't need to be altered. And also, what a lot of people would say is a controversy, Han Solo shot Greedo first in the bar. Lucas added a shot from Greedo so that when Han shot, it would be in defense, when in reality, Han shot first. Don't ask me why this is such an issue, it just is. Fans spent years begging for high-definition releases of the film in its original state, but this is not going to happen, and it probably won't. But saying that, we are 6 years away from Star Wars hitting the big 50. Lucasfilm is hitting 50 already, but we are, well, if it was 1977, we are 6 years away. Maybe original Because now that Disney actually own Lucasfilms and Fox, who had a joint venture in Star Wars, they can now have the original versions of the film. So just release them. But until then, the specialised editions are out there. And for now, that'll do. For story, this is the OG. And yes, it is a very important film. And at its time, humanity were space crazy. They'd just been to the fucking moon. So another space movie? Why not? But this was completely different to what they had seen on this scale. The story gave birth to this phenomenon, but as I pointed out, it's pretty simple when you take out all the extras, so I'll give it a 3.5. You might see that a bit harsh, but again, you strip it all back, it's a text message. For execution, however, the average consumer will only ever watch this version of the movie, and with that being said, you added duct tape to a masterpiece to make it better. But it does the opposite. In the scenes untouched, it's amazing. But when you get back to the end of an alien dinosaur, it takes a lot out and you go, ugh. So it gets a 3.5. A New Hope gets a 7, which is fair. Come on. So, well done. You did good. So I'm guessing the next one coming is The Empire Strikes Back, and I'm looking forward to doing The Empire Strikes Back. It is what's known as the best sequel of all time, isn't it, behind Godfather 2? The Empire Strikes Back, a lot of people say, is the best sequel ever made, so who knows, we just gotta have to wait and see. But yeah, looks like next time we're doing The Empire Strikes Back. Okay. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. The film is a good film. Right? But with the edits and the changes and Lucas... Okay. I understand. You've got to give me credit for what I did. Look, anyway, doesn't matter. What's the next film? The Empire Strikes Back. Quite possibly the best sequel ever made. No, there isn't. What do you mean there's another film in the timeline? There's nothing else. No, can't think of anything. There's absolutely, positively nothing else to do with the timeline of the Skywalker. No, you gotta be kidding me. No. Come on, what I said wasn't that bad. Don't give me the Wookiees. Not the Wookiees. Not in the middle of summer either. Like hell am I going to watch the Star Wars